These things right here make you virtually unattractive and incompetent and will render you helpless in life. And what's the sad truth bomb for a lot of agents is they have these. And it will cost you your relationships amongst everything else if you do. So what's up, party people? In this video, we're gonna cover the ugliest qualities that you can have as an insurance agent. And at the end of this video, I have a very special gift from me to you that is worth almost $10,000 value. Let's dive right into the first quality. So first quality up to bat is your work ethic. A lot of people are just fucking lazy. And there have been many times in my life where this word summed me up perfectly. Back when my fiance and I ended our engagement or entanglement, I went through a little spiral of laziness where I would sit there and play video games from 3 to 4 in the morning, night after night, and I was binging YouTube videos, and honestly, I just felt lost. Luckily, I understand female nature now and truly see how the world works, but I wasn't working during the day. I would come up to my computer and I would sit down, and after deciding to work, I would just go fuck off. And it took me doing some deep soul searching to tell myself to, Mason, quit being a bitch and get back to work. And then I built my new company from scratch, from the ground up, without any money, VC, anything like that. So get your ass to work. That brings me to the next horrifying quality to have, being a quitter. See, in my position at the time, a lot of people would have given up. They told me they would have. I was asked numerous times, Mason, how did you get past that? How did you focus? How did you deal with the stress? I don't know how I would have gotten through that. And I could have quit, like most people would have. But I decided to persevere because I did not want to disappoint God. He gives his toughest warriors the strongest battles. But most agents, they crack under pressure. And that's why we have a non-success rate in the high 90 percentile in this industry. And if you notice anything about the quality of being a quitter, is it ties in a lot with the quality of being a coward. So cowardice. I won't lie, guys. There have been times in my life where I was genuinely scared, and I still do. I have fear about doing something, and you know your brain never helps. It usually constructs the worst case scenario. We start making things up and trying to rationalize not taking action. I've had many crises in my life that never came to be, if you know what I mean by saying that. But you must do it the fuck anyways. Quitting and cowardice are not qualities that just affect you. Later in life, when you have a family or you have kids, it will affect them, especially if you have them right now. Somebody breaks in a house and you're too scared to fight off the intruder, or your house is on fire and you're the only one who made it outside but your family is trapped inside. What the hell are you gonna do? I don't know many people that I'm not close with that would rush inside the burning building to save their loved ones. Most people would just let them burn. So some people say they would, but they're cowards and ignore duty. Us men don't get that privilege of living in a fairy tale. We have to live in a fact-based reality where we have moral obligations. And if you choose to ignore your role and act how you feel, no one is ever going to respect you, young man. So regardless of how bad of a position you are in, you always have to make the best decision and step forward with bravery. Being scared is okay. Being a coward is absolutely unacceptable. And guys, real quick, like the damn video. I'm the only person in this industry who tells you guys the fucking truth, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it hurts my finances. And I don't see any other thought leaders in this industry doing this. So next quality that your family, your friends, and the whole world will look down on you and ostracize you for is being weak. You are not cared about in this industry or in this world as a whole, especially as a man. If you do not stand up for yourself or are not capable of standing up for yourself, you are helpless. People are going to take advantage of you. And if you are weak, you will let them walk all over you. This is called passivity. You must voice your thoughts and be willing to defend them with every ounce of energy that you have. Know when to die on the hill for your ideas. Ideas are bulletproof. If you've ever seen the movie V for Vendetta, I love that quote. Ideas are bulletproof. But you have to be willing to defend them, especially when it comes to morals. I will die on a hill for the things that I believe in. And a man who does not have anything he is willing to die for is not a great man. The quality that you want to have is being someone who is worthy of respect. You must say what you mean and mean what you say. That is the #1 lesson my father taught me from a very young age. And I didn't fully understand it until I was approaching my mid-20s. Now, let me warn you fellas the consequences of not having respect or being someone worthy of it. And this'll rub the wrong people the wrong way. Don't give a shit. This goes out to all you men in relationships, because the moment you lose respect from your significant other, I fucking promise you, quote me on this, she will abandon ship on Friday night and she will be in bed with your friend or some rando she met on her new Twitter account on Saturday morning. Divorce rates are crazy right now. The whole world is crazy. Intersexual dynamics are crazy. The moment a woman feels she is not safe with you or there are better options, she has already left you in her head. It's in their hypergamous nature. It's just a matter of time. Women are going to choose the suitor who give her and her family and her offspring the best chance of survival. It's just how they work. That doesn't mean you hate them. You just have to understand female nature. That means you always have to be the best option for them. You have to become irreplaceable. She knows that if she leaves you, she can never find anyone better. Beyonce is in the same position with Jay-Z. She's not gonna leave Jay-Z and go marry a fucking McDonald's worker. But Jay-Z has no problem going and marrying a McDonald's worker. He gives the woman status, not the other way around. So if you don't want to be some dude who grows up to be the 40-year-old virgin, you're going to have to gain respect. And you do that by building cool shit and bringing value to the marketplace. And you solve problems and you create status for yourself and abundant resources. That's what I want you men to focus on becoming, is the best version of you. I want you to be irreplaceable. I want you to be the best option. I want you to be able to have whatever you want in life, and that only comes from you putting your head down and getting to work. Here is one of the qualities I absolutely can't stand, is like stupidity. I can't stand stupid people, and I mean the dumbasses with no common sense. And before you say this is bullying or some bullshit, you're absolutely right. I think we should bring bullying back. We live in a soft-ass society where people can do stupid things and not be held accountable for it. We have drag queens trying to show up in primary education schools like pre-K through 5th grade and trying to show their genitals and give fucking lap dances to kids. It's disgusting. This is basically not having any common sense. There is no depth to their critical thinking skills. People just act on how they feel because they are slaves to their emotions in this feminine society. This society lacks emotional intelligence and thick skin, so they never use rational thought. They never think about anything because it's too uncomfortable. Thinking is very difficult, judging is not. And I know I'll have some fat internet troll get offended and type something rude below in the comments, so go ahead and identify yourselves, fatty. I get messages from people on here all the time telling me to go off myself because I hurt their precious little feelings, but they wouldn't say a fucking thing to my face because there would be consequences. And I think the fix to all of this is the lost thoughts of stoicism, of strong, capable, trustworthy, and wise men. The men who are not arrogant, the men who do not feel self-pity and sorrow for themselves, who are not jealous of others, the men who are not filled with hate. I can tell you, hate is a very strong thing. It can consume you. It forces you to become its slave to do its bidding. And ironically, the thing you hate, you give direct control over you. You give it complete autonomy over you. Men should be stoic, not grief and guilt filled. You should be courageous. You should protect people. You should do the right thing, even when it means taking a harder path filled with agony, stress, and trauma. It's called integrity. You should be perspicacious and able to understand different perspectives. You should be filled with love. You should be dangerous, regardless of what the modern Western OnlyFans girls, when they call you toxic and controlling just because you understand reality. The moment this country goes into World War III, she'll be begging you for a relationship. We will naturally revert to natural gender roles. So these are the worst qualities an insurance agent and a man can have. Now, as promised, here is my gift to you. I made the most incredible free gift ever for life insurance agents, where I'm giving you almost $10,000 worth of free gifts to help you get your net income to $250,000 over the next year. Now, when you go through all of these gifts, people will not look down on you with pity and sorrow. They will look up to you with admiration. You will believe in yourself. You will stop getting chargebacks and objections. And you'll get out of debt if you just click the link below. So if you got one thing out of this video, hit the like button, share this with a friend or someone you care about, and as always, happy hustling party people. I'll see you guys in the next one.